On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Crucifix.
A representation of a cross with a figure of Jesus Christ crucified on it, used as an emblem of Christianity or as an aid to devotion. A cross bearing a representation of Christ.
Examples:
Crucifix pendant, silver crucifix. The crucifix on the wall served as a reminder of their faith.
Forearm.
The part of a person's arm between the elbow and the wrist. Verb, to arm in advance of a confrontation.
Examples:
Forearm bone, several veins of the forearm. The accident left him with numbness in his left forearm.
Inquest.
A legal inquiry or investigation into the cause and circumstances of a death, particularly one that may have been caused by criminal activity.
Examples:
Coroner inquest. Hold an inquest. The police have launched an inquest into the cause of the fatal accident.
Bruising.
Discoloration of the skin caused by an injury or trauma to the underlying blood vessels, figuratively, the emotional or psychological damage caused by someone's actions or words, adjective, of or relating to something that causes physical or emotional harm, damage, or injury.
Examples:
Severe bruising, emotional bruising. The athlete's bruising injury prevented them from playing in the championship game.
Torso.
The human trunk from the neck to the abdomen.
Examples:
Torso injury. A torso in bronze. He was hit in the torso and was rushed to the hospital.
Endemic.
Of a disease or other problem, regularly found among particular people or in a certain area.
Examples:
Endemic disease. Cholera endemic area. Malaria is endemic in many tropical countries.
Eugenic.
Relating to or promoting the improvement of the human genetic stock, particularly through controlled breeding, to enhance desirable traits among offspring.
Examples:
Eugenic screening. Eugenic movement. That government had once implemented a series of eugenic policies to improve the population's genetic makeup.
Aboriginal.
Relating to the people, culture, or history of the original inhabitants of a particular region, especially before the arrival of colonizers or settlers, indigenous.
Examples:
Aboriginal art. Aboriginal land. Many Aboriginal cultures have deep spiritual connections to the land and its natural resources.
Confiscate.
To seize, take or appropriate something by authority, often as a penalty for breaking laws or rules.
Examples:
Confiscate drugs. Confiscate property. The security officer had to confiscate the weapon from the suspect.
Hanker.
To crave, desire, or long for something, typically something that is hard to obtain or attain, to have a strong and persistent desire for something.
Examples:
Hanker at the chance. Hanker for adventure. I hanker for a warm cup of tea on a cold, rainy day.
Apartheid.
A system of racial segregation and discrimination that was enforced in South Africa from 1948 to 1994. Any similar system of discrimination or segregation based on race, ethnicity, or other factors.
Examples:
Apartheid system. Apartheid policies. The South African government enforced apartheid laws that segregated people based on race.
Inferiority.
The state or condition of being lower in rank, quality, or status, a feeling or sense of being less worthy or capable than others.
Examples:
Inferiority complex. Inferiority mindset. The professor's scathing comments left the student with a sense of inferiority about their work.
Colonize.
To establish a colony in or on a specific place, to settle or occupy in large numbers.
Examples:
Colonize planets. Colonize for cultivation. European powers colonized much of the Americas in the 16th and 17th centuries.
Caste.
A social class or group, typically determined by birth or occupation, that has a particular status in a society.
Examples:
Military caste. Caste-based discrimination. He was born into a lower caste and faced discrimination throughout his life.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Qualm.
A feeling of doubt, worry, or unease about something, especially an ethical issue.
Examples:
With no qualm. A frightful qualm. She had a qualm about traveling alone, but eventually decided to go.
Bristle.
A stiff, short hair on a mammal's skin or a natural or artificial brush, a stiff, sharp point on a plant such as a thorn or a prickle. Verb, to react defensively to something, to stand up stiffly and be rigid. Examples: bristle brush, Bristle with anger. The dog's bristle on its back stood up as it growled at the mailman.
Unequal.
Different in amount, size, degree, or value, not fair.
Examples:
Unequal distribution. Unequal opportunity. The income inequality in the country is becoming increasingly unequal.
Fragility.
The quality of being easily broken, damaged, or destroyed, the state of being delicate or vulnerable.
Examples:
Fragility of life. Emotional fragility. The fragility of the glass required careful handling during shipping.
Disproportionately.
In a way that is not reasonably or appropriately balanced, equal, or distributed, in a manner that is unequal or excessive about something else.
Examples:
Disproportionately affected. Disproportionately high. The rich can often disproportionately benefit from tax breaks and other advantages.
Coronavirus.
A large family of viruses that can cause illness in humans and animals, which name comes from the crown-like spikes on the surface of the virus, which can be seen under a microscope, and COVID-19 is caused by a specific type of coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, Organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Courtroom.
A room in which a court of law is held.
Examples:
Courtroom drama. Courtroom trial. The eyewitness took the stand in the courtroom and gave testimony crucial to the case.
Foreman.
A person in charge of a group of workers, typically in a factory, construction site, or other industrial settings. A juror who presides over jury deliberations and speaks for the group in court.
Examples:
Foreman position. Foreman duties. The foreman on the construction site is responsible for overseeing the workers and ensuring that the project is completed on time.
Aisle.
A passage between rows of seats in a theater, airplane, or other public building, typically one of two or more running parallel with the main body of the structure.
Examples:
Aisle seat. The center aisle of a church. She walked down the aisle to the front of the church.
Prosecute.
To bring legal action against someone in a court of law, to pursue or carry out something to completion or achievement.
Examples:
Prosecute criminal. Prosecute case. The attorney decided to prosecute the suspect for stealing from the store.
Grieve.
To feel or show great sadness or sorrow, especially for someone who has died.
Examples:
Grieve for loss. Grieve at the sad news. She grieved the loss of her parents.
Springtime.
The season of the year between winter and summer, typically associated with the blooming of flowers, growth of plants, and milder weather.
Examples:
Springtime blooms. Springtime breeze. I love going for walks in the park during springtime.
Disempower.
To deprive of power, authority, or influence, to make someone or something less powerful or effective.
Examples:
Disempower the employees. Disempower the opposition. The politicians' efforts to disempower marginalized communities were met with widespread criticism.
Mayhem.
A state of chaos, disorder, and violence, typically caused by a riot, violent confrontation, or rapid and widespread destruction, a situation of extreme confusion, disorder, and damage.
Examples:
Snowstorm mayhem. Create mayhem. The rioters caused mayhem in the streets, breaking windows and starting fires.
Bicker.
To engage in a petty or argumentative disagreement, often characterized by back-and-forth exchanges and trivial accusations or criticisms.
Examples:
Bicker over small things. Bicker with each other. My siblings always bicker over who gets the front seat in the car.
Contentious.
Likely to cause people to disagree and argue, liking to argue.
Examples:
Contentious subject. Contentious debate. There are many contentious issues in claiming a patent.
Horrendous.
Causing horror, shock, or a feeling of extreme disgust, extremely unpleasant or terrifying.
Examples:
Horrendous traffic. A horrendous crime. The horrendous storm caused massive flooding in the town and destroyed many houses.
Complacency.
A feeling of self-satisfaction or contentment, often resulting in a lack of motivation to improve or address problems.
Examples:
Dangerous complacency. Avoid complacency. The team's complacency led to their defeat, as they didn't put in the effort needed to win the game.
Unseen.
Not seen or noticed, not perceived.
Examples:
Unseen danger. An unseen force. The consequences of the pandemic remain unseen as scientists continue to research the virus.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Flourish.
To grow or develop vigorously or successfully.
Examples:
Flourish economically. Flourish worldwide. The Ottoman Empire flourished for over 5 centuries.
Apathy.
Lack of emotion, concern, or enthusiasm.
Examples:
Apathy in the election. Political apathy. The global economic crisis has led to pervasive apathy and powerlessness.
Crescendo.
A gradual increase in volume or intensity, often about a musical piece or performance, figuratively, a gradual buildup or intensification of a feeling, emotion, or action.
Examples:
Crescendo of applause. A rising crescendo of voices. The band's music reached a crescendo during the concert's final song.